Is your home secretly cutting your life short? You might be surrounded by everyday objects, silently draining your health, energy, and longevity. What's lurking in your space? Let's dive in and uncover the hidden dangers. Number 1. Electronic devices and technology. As we dive into our first major disruptor of energy flow, let's talk about the electronic devices we have become so reliant on: smartphones, televisions, and those ubiquitous Wi-Fi routers. We often forget that these gadgets, while incredibly convenient, emit electromagnetic waves that can subtly but powerfully interfere with our energy fields and overall well-being. Picture your bedroom, a space meant for rest and rejuvenation. Yet, how often do we find a smartphone charging next to the bed or the TV, flickering softly in the background? While these devices keep us connected and entertained, they can also drain our vitality. Studies have shown that prolonged exposure to the electromagnetic waves emitted by these devices can lead to a host of issues, including fatigue, anxiety, and insomnia. I mean, how many times have you tossed and turned at night, your mind racing after checking your phone one last time for updates or notifications? It's a familiar scenario. Lying awake, staring at the ceiling while your brain buzzes with thoughts likely fueled by the very devices you were using before bed. These waves disrupt your natural energy flow, leaving you feeling tired and worn out in the mornings, almost like you've run a marathon instead of just sleeping. To foster a more peaceful and restorative environment, it's crucial to create boundaries with technology. Consider keeping electronics out of your sleeping areas ideally, or at the very least, turn them off and unplug them when not in use. It's a small step that could yield big improvements in your energy levels and overall comfort while sleeping. Just imagine stepping into a cozy, tech-free sanctuary at the end of your day. It can make all the difference. Number 2. Broken clocks and watches. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed a clock not moving? It might feel harmless, but let's dig a little deeper into what that's really saying about the energy in your space. A broken clock doesn't just signify that time stands still. It symbolizes stagnation and missed opportunities. Think about it. Every time you glance at that unmoving clock, it's like a subtle reminder that some aspect of your life is stuck, perhaps the result of fear or indecision. In the practice of Feng Shui, a non-functioning clock is a serious concern. It's believed to trap negative energy, blocking the flow of good vibes that could lead to progress and change. Picture yourself wanting to move forward in your career, relationships, or personal growth, but feeling that invisible barrier because of that clock hanging on the wall. It's almost as if it whispers to you, "Wait a bit longer." But what if the answer is lining the walls with positivity instead? The good news? You can easily reclaim that energy and get things moving again. Start by deciding whether to fix or toss that clock. If it has sentimental value, perhaps consider repairing it as a way to signify that you're ready to move on. On the other hand, if it feels like a relic of the past, don't hesitate to let it go. Replacing it with a functioning clock or perhaps a beautiful piece of art can encourage new beginnings. By taking these small but impactful actions, you'll notice a shift, not just in your space, but within yourself. It's this act of restoration that can open doors to new opportunities, letting positive energy flow freely. So take a moment today, look around your home, and see what old clocks or watches might need your attention. You're not just fixing an object, you're clearing the way for a brighter future. Number 3. Clutter and hoarded items. Imagine walking into your living room only to be greeted by stacks of papers on the coffee table, clothes spilling out of your closet, and knickknacks cluttering every available surface. It might feel familiar, almost like a reflection of the chaos in our busy lives. But what if I told you that this clutter is more than just an eyesore? It can actually create stagnant energy in your home. When we accumulate clutter, be it old magazines that we plan to read someday, or those kitchen gadgets we thought we needed, it's like holding on to stagnant energy. This stagnation can lead to feelings of stress and confusion, making it challenging to focus on what truly matters. Each pile occupies not only physical space, but also mental bandwidth, pulling our attention away from new opportunities and experiences that could enrich our lives. As I've come to realize from my own experience, a messy home doesn't just block abundance. It also drains our emotional and mental well-being. When our environments are cluttered, we often feel weighed down, which can translate into physical fatigue and even health issues. It's no wonder people say that a tidy space fosters a tidy mind. To counteract this, regular decluttering becomes crucial. Think about it as making room for new experiences, fresh ideas, and the abundance that life has to offer. Start small. Pick one area at a time. Maybe it's that overflowing drawer in the kitchen or the closet that's bursting at the seams. As you sort through each item, ask yourself if it truly adds value to your life. With each space you clear, you'll not only see your environment transform, but you'll also feel a mental shift. Decluttering creates a vibrant flow of energy that invites positivity and new opportunities into your life. Just like a flowing river is essential for life to thrive, an uncluttered space is vital for nurturing your mental health and well-being. Number 4. Sharp objects left in open spaces. Consider for a moment the environment around you. Whether it's your kitchen, workspace, or even your craft room, sharp objects like knives, scissors, or tools often lie around unprotected. It may seem harmless, even practical, to leave them out for easy access, but the energy they project can be more disruptive than you'd think. Imagine walking past a pair of scissors left on the counter. Their very presence can inadvertently put you on edge, fostering a sense of unease. Studies suggest that our surroundings influence our mood, and those exposed sharp objects can contribute to heightened stress levels and even a feeling of aggression. You might find yourself feeling irritable over time, and you might not even realize it's the sharp tools contributing to this chaotic energy in your space. Beyond the emotional impact, there's also a very real risk of accidents. A misplaced knife can turn an otherwise smooth task into a trip to the emergency room. It doesn't take much for a split-second distraction to lead to a painful cut or injury. So what can you do? The solution is simple. Stash those sharp objects away in drawers or closed spaces. Not only does this help reduce the visual clutter, but also promotes an environment of safety and harmony. You'll find that as you cultivate a calmer space, you're better able to focus, create, or relax without the unnecessary tension that comes from visible hazards. Taking a few moments to rethink the layout of your space might just transform your entire experience. Assess where sharp items reside and imagine how much lighter you'll feel with them appropriately stored away. Your environment deserves to be as serene and inviting as you are, making you feel empowered in your personal sanctuary. Number 5. Dead or dying plants. When it comes to the energy of your space, plants play a unique role. They are symbols of life, prosperity, and renewal, breathing vitality into your environment. But what happens when those lush greens turn brown or wilt away? Dead or dying plants might seem like just a minor inconvenience, but they can carry a heavier weight in the atmosphere of your home. Consider this. The sight of a drooping leaf or a crispy browning stem can serve as a constant reminder of neglect and decay. It's like having a small piece of negativity lingering in your corner, potentially affecting not only your mood, but also the flow of positive energy around you. We all have moments when we're preoccupied with life's demands, leading to those unfortunate bumps in the road where our plants might not thrive. But allowing those sickly specimens to remain can unintentionally drain the vitality in your space. Take a moment to look around your home. Are there any plants that don't quite make you smile? If a plant is struggling despite your best efforts, it might be time to part ways. Removing these plants allows for a renewed sense of energy. It's not just about aesthetics. Replacing them with healthy, vibrant greenery can usher in a breath of fresh air, enriching your environment with positivity and growth. Incorporating new plants can be a transformative experience. Choose varieties that resonate with you personally, whether that's a succulent that thrives on neglect or a lush fern that needs a bit more care. This small act not only refreshes your space, but can also prompt self-reflection. Nurturing a new plant can symbolize the nurturing of yourself and your ambitions. So, let go of what no longer serves you. Swap out those dying plants for fresh, lively greenery and watch how the atmosphere shifts. You're not just creating a beautiful space, you're fostering an environment where positivity and renewal can flourish, setting the stage for new beginnings in your life. Number 6. Too many plants in the bedroom. When it comes to decorating our bedrooms, plants often seem like a no-brainer. They add life, beauty, and a touch of nature that can feel refreshing. However, it's essential to consider the impact of having too many plants in such a confined space. Sure, they look great during the day, providing us with oxygen and a calming ambiance. But once the sun goes down, they start to release carbon dioxide. In a small space, this can lead to an imbalance, making it potentially harder for us to breathe and get the restful sleep we crave. Imagine snuggling into bed, ready to drift off, but feeling that little twinge of heaviness in your chest. It might not be just stress keeping you awake. It could very well be the number of plants surrounding you. When I first started experimenting with bedroom plants, I filled every corner with greenery. Big ferns, tiny succulents, you name it. I thought I was creating my own little oasis, but instead, I found myself tossing and turning more than ever. As for energy flow, many believe that our environments can significantly influence our mood and well-being. Think about it. Too many plants cluttering your space might disrupt that flow, creating a sense of chaos instead of tranquility. In Feng Shui, an ancient practice that focuses on harmony and balance, having too many plants can feel overwhelming rather than calming, leading to a restless night. So, while having a few plants can enhance our space and even promote better sleep, it's about finding that sweet spot. Consider scaling back. Choose a couple of your favorites that resonate with you, maybe a snake plant for its air-purifying qualities, or some lavender for its soothing scent. Then let the rest breathe comfortably in other areas of your home. You might be surprised at how much more serene your bedroom feels without overcrowding. Your sleep and your overall well-being might just thank you for it. Number 7. Unused or expired medicines. Unused or expired medicines clutter our cabinets, often hiding in the back, waiting for a moment that will never come. How many times have you opened your medicine cabinet only to be greeted by a sea of old bottles? Each one carries with it not just a physical presence, but a heavy dose of energy too. Keeping expired or unnecessary medication around isn't just a matter of organization. It can subtly influence our health and emotional well-being. Think about it for a moment. These old medicines, once intended to heal, now sit there, lingering reminders of illnesses you faced or medications you no longer need. It's easy to overlook their impact, but allowing this stagnation in our space can unintentionally reinforce the feeling of being unwell or hinder the openness to new, positive health experiences. Every time you see that dusty bottle, it serves as a subconscious reminder that you're holding on to something that no longer serves you. By clearing out outdated medications, you create not only a physical space, but also an energetic one that welcomes fresh, vibrant health. Imagine replacing shadows of old ailments with the light of new possibilities. The act of purging these items can be liberating. It's a declaration of your commitment to your well-being, making room for healing energy to flow freely through your life. So take a moment to gather those expired prescriptions and unused over-the-counter medications. Don't forget to follow your local regulations for safe disposal. As you part ways with these remnants of yesterday's ailments, envision the lightness that comes from letting go. You're not just cleaning out a cabinet, you're actively inviting new health, vitality, and positive energy into your life. Number 8. A toilet facing the main entrance. Imagine stepping into your home and being greeted by the inviting warmth of your front door. This should be a space that welcomes abundance and well-being. But what if, instead of that comforting embrace, you're met with the sight of a bathroom directly across from your entrance? This layout could be sabotaging your prosperity and vitality, and here's why. In the realm of Feng Shui, the positioning of doors and key living spaces can dramatically influence the energy flow within your home, also known as qi. When your front door faces a toilet, the positive energies tied to wealth and health are essentially being flushed away, quite literally. This setup can lead to feelings of financial instability and even impact your overall well-being. Have you ever noticed these small but nagging issues popping up, like unexpected expenses or frequent health concerns? This could be a subtle manifestation of the energy imbalance created by this unfortunate design. Thankfully, you don't have to tear down walls or relocate your bathroom to remedy this situation. Simple solutions can help redirect that energy. Curtains or decorative screens can serve as an elegant divider, creating a barrier between the front door and the bathroom. Alternatively, placing a large mirror strategically on the wall adjacent to the entrance can help reflect and redirect the energy, enhancing your home's positivity. Remember, it's about creating an environment where you feel supported and uplifted. By addressing this layout challenge, you can reclaim the energy that's rightfully yours, setting the stage for a more prosperous and healthier lifestyle. Number 9. Objects that carry the energy of a painful past. Consider for a moment the objects tucked away in the corners of your home, those old gifts from past relationships, the reminders of dreams that didn't quite pan out, or even the memorabilia from a difficult time in your life. Each of these items carries a weight, a potent energy that reflects a painful past. We often underestimate how deeply these objects can impact our emotional well-being. When you glance at that framed photo from a vacation with an ex, or the sweater that belonged to a friend who fell out of your life, the memories come rushing back. These aren't just items, they're anchors to experiences that may evoke sadness, regret, or even guilt. Each time you pass by them, they serve as a subtle reminder of what once was, holding you back from moving forward. It's like carrying a backpack filled with stones. You may not consciously feel the weight every day, but it's impacting your journey. In the same vein, think about those trophies or certificates that remind you of failures, moments you'd rather forget. While these items might once have filled you with pride, they can now act as traps, feeding into negative self-talk and hindering your recovery. These pieces of your past may block you from fully embracing the present and opening yourself to new possibilities. Letting go of such objects isn't just a decluttering exercise, it's a symbolic act of release. By clearing your space of these old burdens, you can create room for joy, growth, and positive transformation. Imagine replacing that ex-partner's gift with something that ignites joy, a piece that resonates with your current self, a reminder of hope, or a token of new beginnings. Taking the courageous step to release these items can profoundly impact your emotional state, paving the way for healing and renewal. It's about recognizing that you deserve to create a life filled with positivity, not reminders of past sorrow. Number 10. A damp and humid home. A damp and humid home may seem harmless at first, but the hidden consequences can significantly impact your day-to-day life. Imagine coming home after a long day, only to feel that heavy, musty air wrapping around you. That's excess moisture, and it's more than just an uncomfortable sensation. It sets the stage for an array of problems, inviting mold, dust mites, and bacteria to thrive. If you've ever noticed that nagging cough or those unexpected allergy flare-ups, your indoor environment could be the culprit. These unwelcome guests feast on the humidity, leading to respiratory issues that can leave you feeling congested and fatigued. That constant tiredness, it might just be your body battling the effects of an uninvited, humid atmosphere. But it doesn't stop there. In the world of energy, a damp home accumulates stagnant yin energy, which can manifest as feelings of depression and lethargy. You might find it challenging to muster the motivation to tackle those overdue to-do lists, or even enjoy your favorite hobbies. So, what can you do to reclaim your space? Start with improving your ventilation. Open those windows regularly, even just for a few minutes a day, to invite in fresh air. Consider investing in a dehumidifier, which can make a world of difference by keeping the moisture levels in check. This simple step not only keeps your home comfortable, but also promotes better health and emotional well-being. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and more energized you feel in a drier environment. By taking these measures, you can effectively transform your living space from a damp dungeon into a cozy, inviting haven that supports both your physical health and emotional wellness. Number 11. Mirrors facing the bed. Mirrors can be striking decor elements, reflecting light and creating a sense of space. But did you know that having a mirror facing your bed can be detrimental to your sleep? Imagine this. It's the end of a long day, you're ready to unwind, and you nestle into your cozy bedding. Yet, with just a glance, your reflection stares back at you, potentially sending disruptive energy into your serene environment. For many of us, our bedrooms are sacred sanctuaries, places where we seek comfort and peace. Unfortunately, a mirror directly reflecting your bed can create restlessness. Instead of drifting peacefully into sleep, you might find yourself tossed in a sea of thoughts and energies. This setup has even been linked to nightmares and sleep disturbances, making it hard to recharge and recuperate. Have you ever woken up feeling more exhausted than when you went to bed? It could be due to that mirror. To create a more restful atmosphere, consider moving mirrors away from the bed. A simple reorientation can transform your space from a restless zone to a haven of tranquility. If that's not possible, covering the mirror at night is another great option. This act isn't just a practical move, it serves as a psychological cue, signaling to your mind that it's time to let go of the day's turbulence and embrace peace. By making these small adjustments, you could find that your sleep quality improves significantly. Give it a try and see how the energy shifts in your bedroom. After all, we all deserve restful nights and sweet dreams. Number 12. A leaky faucet or plumbing issues. When it comes to our homes, we often overlook the little things that could be driving away our blessings. Take, for example, the seemingly innocent leaky faucet in your kitchen or bathroom. Sure, it's just a drip, right? But in the world of Feng Shui, that incessant dripping is more than just an annoyance. It becomes a symbolic representation of wealth slipping through your fingers. Imagine this. Each drop that falls may echo the sound of money trickling away, along with your physical and mental energy. It's as if every drop leaves you with a subtle reminder that unresolved issues, whether they're financial concerns or health-related stress, could linger just below the surface. Many people tend to dismiss plumbing issues, thinking they can put off repairs until later. However, in Feng Shui practice, procrastination can amplify the negative effects of these small leaks, leading to more substantial financial losses and emotional drain. You might find that your stress levels increase or your motivation dips, all tied to the underlying chaos that a simple plumbing issue can create. So take this as a gentle nudge. If you've been hearing that persistent drip, 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 it's time to take action. Whether it means calling a plumber or attempting a DIY fix, addressing these leaks promptly can rejuvenate your home's energy. Clearing away this clutter not only restores harmony within your living space, but also sends a message to the universe that you're ready to embrace abundance and vitality. You'll be amazed at how such a small change can create a ripple effect, improving your outlook and financial health. Number 13. A bed under a window or beam. Imagine settling into bed, ready for a restful night's sleep, only to feel the breeze from an open window or the looming presence of a beam hovering above you. It might seem cozy at first, but positioning your bed under a window or a beam can lead to some truly unsettling energy that impacts both your sleep and overall health. When your bed is under a window, you're exposed to what's known in Feng Shui as unstable energy. Think of it as nature coming in, every gust of wind, every sound from outside, breaking your peace. This flowing energy might feel refreshing in the daytime, but at night, it can leave you tossing and turning, never quite achieving that deep, restorative slumber you crave. Now, let's talk about beams. Having a beam directly above your bed can create a sense of oppression, almost like an invisible weight bearing down on you. This can lead to a feeling of anxiety and unrest. The last thing you want in your sleeping space is to feel constricted, as if someone is pressing down on your chest. So, what can you do to counteract this? First, it might be time to rearrange your furniture. Finding a more favorable position for your bed, away from that disruptive window or heavy beam, could transform your sleep experience. If a bed rearrangement isn't feasible, don't worry. You can soften the impact of these energies by using fabric drapes or curtains. By drawing them closed, you can create a barrier against the outside world's chaotic energy, allowing for a sense of calm and security. When you take these steps, you're not just rearranging furniture, you're creating a sanctuary designed for true rest and rejuvenation, setting the stage for better health and well-being. Number 14. Dim lighting and poor illumination. As we step into our homes, the atmosphere we create can have a profound impact on our emotional state. Number 14 on our list is about dim lighting and poor illumination. Imagine coming home after a long day. You open the door to a dark space where shadows seem to creep into every corner. What's the first feeling that washes over you? For many, it's a weight. The energy in the room feels heavy, almost stifling. It's no surprise that living in a dimly lit environment can invite negativity and even lead to feelings of depression. When the light dims, so too can our motivation and sense of clarity. On the flip side, consider how you feel when sunlight floods into your home. Those warm rays can instantly brighten not just a room, but your mood as well. Studies show that natural light boosts serotonin levels, which can help alleviate stress and enhance your overall well-being. So, keeping your windows open during the day is essential. Let nature in. When the sun sets, transitioning to warm, cozy lighting can create a welcoming atmosphere. Soft lamps and warm glow bulbs are your allies here. They provide comfort without the harshness of fluorescent lights that, frankly, can feel more like a cold hospital room than a home. Remember, harsh lighting can create anxiety and tension rather than relaxation. By ensuring both natural and warm lighting permeates your home, you pave the way for clarity and a positive mindset. So go ahead, turn on those lights and soak in the warmth. Your home should be a sanctuary, one that uplifts your spirit rather than weighs it down. Number 15. Unfinished projects. Unfinished projects can often weigh heavily on our minds, like that unfinished novel sitting on a dusty shelf, or the half-painted canvas tucked away in the corner. They serve as constant reminders of what we haven't completed, symbols of stagnation, and they can create a chokehold on our creativity. Ever found yourself excitedly beginning a new endeavor, only to lose steam halfway through? It's a familiar story for many of us, and it can foster a lingering sense of frustration that affects our motivation. When we let projects fester without seeing them through, they disrupt the flow of our creative energy. You might notice that instead of feeling inspired, you're becoming easily distracted or unmotivated. This happens because unfinished tasks create a sort of mental clutter, draining us emotionally and mentally. It's that endless loop of what could have been. To tackle this issue, take a moment to evaluate those unfinished projects. Identify which ones still ignite a spark of passion and genuine interest. For those that no longer resonate with you, it's perfectly okay to let them go. Discarding the unnecessary can be just as liberating as completing a task. And for the projects that you still genuinely care about, commit to completing them. Set small, manageable goals. Don't aim for perfection. Instead, focus on progress. By finishing or letting go of these lingering tasks, you clear that mental space, which can renew your motivation and enhance your ability to create. Trust me, There's nothing quite like the feeling of checking off a long-term project from your list or finally tossing something that no longer serves you. This simple act can create a wave of energetic flow that enhances not only your productivity, but also your overall well-being. So take a moment today to reflect on what's been holding you back, and take that first step toward freeing your mind and reigniting your passion. Number 16. Water features in the bedroom. In the realm of interior design, we often seek comfort and tranquility, especially in spaces like our bedrooms, where we unwind after a long day. But the addition of water features can actually turn this haven into a source of stress. Let's delve into why incorporating items like aquariums, water fountains, or even paintings of serene lakes may not be the best idea for your sleeping space. First, consider aquariums. While they can be visually stunning, they also introduce excessive moisture into the air. This can create an environment that feels damp and heavy, not exactly the cozy ambiance we're aiming for when trying to relax. That high humidity can lead to discomfort, trouble sleeping, and even mold growth, which is the last thing you want to deal with in your peaceful retreat. Then there are water fountains. The gentle sound of flowing water may seem calming at first, but it can actually disrupt the serene silence we crave. That constant movement mirrors instability, making it harder for your mind to settle down and find a restful state. Instead of lulling you to sleep, the sound may keep your thoughts racing, preventing the much-needed rest your body deserves. And let's not overlook the impact of water-themed artwork. While they may evoke feelings of serenity, water symbolizes movement, an essential quality in hospitality design, but problematic in the bedroom. This active imagery can subtly stir feelings of unrest and instability, which might drive away the peaceful vibes you're striving for. Ultimately, while they might seem inviting, these water features can shift the energy of your space in ways you may not immediately notice. Prioritizing stability and calmness in your bedroom can foster relaxation and, ironically, help you welcome the abundance you're seeking. Make thoughtful choices about your decor, and you may just find a more restful, rejuvenating sleep sanctuary waiting for you. Number 17. Shoes piled near the entrance. There's something about stepping into a home that instantly gives you an impression of the space inside. As you walk through the front door, what do you see first? For many of us, it's a chaotic pile of shoes cluttered near the entrance. Flip-flops, sneakers, and dress shoes all huddled together like they've had a wild party without you. This disarray isn't just a minor annoyance. It can actually impact the energy flow of your entire living space. When shoes are piled up near the entrance, they symbolize chaos and disorder. In Feng Shui, the entryway is known as the mouth of Qi, representing new opportunities and fresh beginnings. If this vital space is clogged with scattered footwear, you might just be blocking the good energy that could otherwise flow into your life. You might find yourself facing financial stagnation or even relationship struggles. After all, a chaotic entrance can lead to a chaotic mindset. Imagine coming home after a long day. Instead of being greeted by the promise of relaxation, you're met with a visual mess that weighs on your mind. It's as if those shoes are whispering, "Things are out of control." The fix is simple but transformative. Consider a closed cabinet for your footwear. This doesn't just tidy up, it creates a serene atmosphere that welcomes positive energy. No more tripping over shoes or getting caught in that daily clutter scramble. Instead, you'll enter a space that feels organized, inviting, and full of potential. After all, clearing your entrance becomes an act of clearing your mind, paving the way for new opportunities to stride right into your life. Store those shoes neatly away and let the good energy flow in. Number 18. Broken or cracked dishes. Dishes may seem like a mundane part of daily life, often taken for granted until something goes wrong. But those broken or cracked plates lurking in our cabinets can carry more weight than we realize. Eating from chipped dishware doesn't just affect our meal presentation. It can symbolize deeper issues of financial and emotional hardship. Think about it. Every time you set the table with a cracked plate, you're inviting that unresolved energy into your home. creating an imbalance that can disrupt family harmony. When you gather around the dining table, you want to feel a sense of abundance and comfort. Instead, those damaged dishes might be subtly influencing your collective mood, leaving a lingering sense of frustration or discontent. You might find that conversations don't flow as freely, or that family time feels a bit strained. It's an uncanny reflection of what's brewing beneath the surface. Replacing broken dishware is an act of self-respect, a way of saying that you deserve better, and your family does too. Imagine the joy of serving a warm meal on a fresh, unblemished plate, feeling a renewed sense of prosperity wash over you. Investing in new dishes might seem trivial in the grand scheme of things, but this simple act can shift your home's energetic atmosphere from one of lack to one of abundance. So take a look in your cupboards. If you see any chipped or cracked plates, consider parting ways with them. Embrace the mindset that you are worthy of a harmonious dining experience and a prosperous life. A small change like this can pave the way for greater abundance and emotional well-being in your home. Number 19. A bed without a headboard. Imagine your bedroom as your personal sanctuary, a place where you can retreat after a long day. Now picture this, a bed that's missing a headboard, leaving the wall bare, and your bed feeling a bit incomplete. You might not realize it, but that simple design choice can carry significant implications. Firstly, a bed without a headboard can convey a sense of instability in your life. Think about it. When you sit up in bed, that missing support can leave you feeling physically and metaphorically unsteady. It's as if you're lacking a foundation in your space and even in your life. This can creep into your subconscious, affecting the way you feel about yourself and your surroundings. Moreover, this feeling of insecurity can ripple into your relationships. Without a headboard as a visual and physical anchor, the energy in your bedroom might feel scattered. Intimacy thrives in spaces that express comfort and stability. A headboard not only helps in providing that grounding, but also serves as a barrier, defining the bed as a space for rest and connection. On the flip side, by installing a sturdy headboard, you're not just enhancing your room's aesthetic, you're actively fostering a sense of safety and comfort. Imagine the transformation. With a solid piece behind you, you're enveloped in a cocoon of support, allowing you to relax fully and recharge. This small change can inspire more confidence in your personal space, helping you to feel more secure in your daily life. So if your bed is missing that crucial headboard, consider making that upgrade. It's a simple yet powerful shift that can profoundly impact how you feel, nurturing a better energy flow and a stronger sense of grounding in your life. Number 20. A refrigerator facing the stove. As we dive into our number 20 spot, let's take a moment to examine the dynamics of your kitchen setup, particularly when it comes to the arrangement of your refrigerator and stove. Picture this. Every day, you open your fridge, retrieving fresh ingredients for dinner, while just a few steps away, the stove stands ready to turn those ingredients into a delicious meal. But what if I told you that this seemingly harmonious setting could be brewing some serious energetic conflict? In Feng Shui, your refrigerator symbolizes water energy. Think calm, replenishing, and nurturing. On the flip side, the stove represents fire energy, embodying passion, transformation, and sometimes a bit of chaos. When these two powerful elements face each other directly, it creates an imbalance that can lead to unexpected outcomes in your life, especially when it comes to finances. Many people report bouts of financial instability or feelings of disharmony in their homes, and this kitchen clash might be part of the reason. If you're nodding along, recognizing a sense of unease when it comes to your financial state or overall household harmony, it might be time to make a change. Rearranging your kitchen layout can offer a simple yet effective solution. Consider shifting the placement of either the refrigerator or the stove to create a more supportive energy flow. If that's not feasible, a wooden divider can serve as a beautiful and practical way to neutralize the conflict. Wood symbolizes growth and stability, acting as a buffer between the opposing forces of water and fire. By taking these steps, you welcome a more balanced environment into your kitchen, ensuring that your meals come with ease and that the energy flows positively throughout your living space. You'll not only refresh your cooking area, but also cultivate a more harmonious relationship with your finances and personal energy. Number 21. Excessive metal decorations. When it comes to decorating our homes, the allure of shiny metal accents can be hard to resist. Those sleek metal finishes and modern sculptures can certainly add a touch of sophistication and style. However, it's important to recognize that an overload of metal can significantly disrupt the energy balance in our living spaces. Picture this: walking into a room where every surface glistens with silver, gold, or brushed nickel. While it may appear chic at first, that excess metal can actually create an overwhelming sense of yang energy. And what does that mean for us? It often translates to feelings of tension, stress, and even aggression. You might notice that in such spaces, it's hard to relax, concentrate, or even get a good night's sleep. Imagine trying to unwind after a long day surrounded by an avalanche of metal decor. Instead of feeling calm and at peace, the excessive metallic sheen might leave you feeling jittery or on edge. It's like trying to find tranquility in a space that's buzzing with energy, which can often lead to disrupted sleep. Not exactly the cozy environment we want to cultivate, right? To bring balance back into our homes, consider incorporating softer materials like wood or earth elements. Think about adding a warm wooden coffee table, some earthy clay pots, or perhaps a cozy blanket in natural fibers. These elements not only ground the space, but also create a serene atmosphere that complements those striking metallic accents without overwhelming them. By striking that balance, you can enjoy the beauty of metal while simultaneously fostering a more harmonious and peaceful living environment. If anything resonated with you today, drop a comment saying, "I attract harmony and wealth effortlessly." Like, share, and subscribe for more transformative insights. Here's to a home brimming with positivity, balance, and enduring happiness.